A lot of new restaurants have opened up in Disney World in the past few months, but how do they stack up? Are any worth adding to your must-do list for your next trip? Let's take a look at how we're ranking the newest Disney World restaurants. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. We're obviously all about food here at DFB, so when new restaurants open, we've got to check them out. In the past year, we've seen a whole bunch of new restaurants open, and just in the past few months, we've seen a glut of new dining locations. Today, we're going to rank them for you. Number 6 is CityWorks Eatery and Poorhouse. CityWorks is a 10-location chain focusing on draft beers and classic bar food, and the Disney Springs location just opened a few weeks ago, right next to NBA Experience. It's definitely catering to the sports ball-minded crew. This spot features an absolutely massive 168-inch TV screen surrounded by 4 110-inch TV screens, and 12 more 68-inch TV screens. There's no shortage of things to watch while you eat here. CityWorks boasts a crazy impressive amount of taps ranging from beers and ciders to hard seltzers and even wine. They're focusing on dedicating 30 of their taps to local Florida microbreweries, which is pretty cool. As for the eats, they offer a somewhat wide variety of often shareable bar grub that pairs well with all that beer and sports on the TVs. And we love their pretzel bites served with warm Gouda cheese sauce because pretzels and cheese are never a bad combo. They're also serving up tacos, flatbread sandwiches, and wraps, lots of desserts. We couldn't get enough of that peanut butter Snickers pie when we tried it. Fluffy whipped up peanut butter mousse combined with Snickers candy and an Oreo crust. Absolutely. But CityWorks isn't the most upscale joint in Disney Springs and certainly not in Disney World, nor is it anything unique. There are CityWorks locations in Texas, Illinois, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and Massachusetts, and the menus are virtually identical. So it's reliable for some drinks and shareable bites while you watch the NFL draft or the start of the baseball season, but this is not the place you want to go for a special event. I've eaten here 3 times now, and the first time I ate here, it was decent. The second time was kind of awful, and the third time was just meh. So that's kind of why it's at the bottom of our list. It's not super recommended, it's not the best food you're going to get, and it's certainly not the best food you're going to get in Disney Springs. All right, so we're headed over to Toledo, tapas, steak, and seafood. This past year saw the opening of the massive expansion to Disney's Coronado Springs Resort, Gran Destino Tower. And with the new tower, new bars and restaurant options came with it. Sitting at the top of Gran Destino Tower is Toledo. This location serves up, as the name implies, tapas, steaks, and seafood options. The views are stunning, being so high up, that is, if you can take your eyes off the gorgeous color-changing ceiling over much of the restaurant's bar area. As for eats, there are plenty of shareable tapas options with authentic Spanish flavors, like the salt cod stuffed piquillo peppers. We were huge fans of their appetizers, the heirloom tomatoes or the insanely delicious savory churros. Basically, if we see churros on the menu, we're required to order them, and these did not disappoint. They were crisp and so flavorful, we didn't need the romesco sauce served with it for dipping, but that was really good too. For entrees, they offer a few fresh seafood selections as well as some solid steak choices. The desserts are simply gorgeous, and we're still thinking about their dessert tapas bar, which is set up to be eaten in slow progression. Each bite offers new, fresh flavors and are meant to be enjoyed slowly. This isn't a cram it all in your mouth type of dessert for sure. One nice aspect of Toledo is that it's just 1 credit on the Disney dining plan, even though it is a bit more upscale. Now you get a lot for your Disney dining plan money here. Management's hoping to keep the spot at 1 credit on the DDP as time goes on, so more guests will be encouraged to patronize the location. But don't forget, it is at Coronado Springs, which means you're going to have to bus there. You're not going to get there by Skyliner, you're not going to get there by monorail, and you're not going to get there by boat, so it is a little bit out there. It's decent food, but there are several signature restaurants that are going to be better than this. But again, 1 credit on the dining plan means you're not busting your budget. All right, number 4 on our list, Regal Eagle. The newest location to open up in Epcot fills a much-needed void in the culinary landscape of World Showcase. There's burgers and barbecue. Regal Eagle Smokehouse, Crafts, Drafts, and Barbecue, that name's a mouthful, just opened in the America Adventure Pavilion, replacing the previous quick-service spot Liberty Inn. One of our favorite parts, Sam the Eagle from the Muppets makes a few appearances here. See, Regal Eagle, get it, is where Sam hosts his yearly salute to all cook-offs, but mostly barbecue. You won't find in-your-face Muppets references around the restaurant like you will at Pizza Rizzo, but if you look closely, you'll find some subtle nods to the Muppet crew. This spot finally gives Epcot a large open patio area for guests to sit and enjoy. The giant patio stacked with picnic-style tables and an outside walk-up bar makes it easy to grab beer or a mixed drink and sit in the shade to relax for a bit. There's even a huge smoker sitting as the centerpiece of the patio area, and we're hoping to see it fired up and working real soon. Imagine the smells as you walk past the American Adventure Pavilion, but for now, all the barbecue's coming from inside. Regal Eagle puts a heavy focus on repping all the styles of American barbecue, from Carolina vinegar-based pork barbecue and Kansas and Memphis styles to Texas-style smoked brisket and more. Even the sauces of each style of barbecue are available at a pump stand for you to sample whenever you choose, and you should totally sample those because having tons of free sauces is always a good thing. The main choices for barbecue are a variety of platters, offering different types of barbecue straight up with a side, barbecue sandwiches, or a burger served on, wait for it, garlic toast. Yeah, this is as amazing as it sounds. Why didn't we think to eat more of our foods on garlic toast before this? Never going back to boring old bread. Each meal is served with a side, or the sides can be ordered a la carte for $4.99. You can find classics like seasoned french fries, coleslaw, burnt ends, baked beans, mac and cheese, or even a side of slightly spicy house-made pickles. If someone in your crew likes pickles, you gotta grab some of these for sure. Now, if barbecue isn't your thing, they offer up a powerhouse greens salad with chicken or a barbecue jackfruit sandwich. Does not taste like pulled pork. How many times do I need to say that? For the plant-based crew. The drinks at Regal Eagle are worth swinging by that patio bar to try. They offer up 8 taps of American beers and ciders, as well as 4 taps of American wines from the West Coast. You can also find a few specialty cocktails on the menu like the frozen mint julep or the Tennessee lemonade made with peach and Jack Daniels. All their drinks are great with a barbecue, or you can enjoy them as you chill on the sweet new patio. We're thrilled to have a new quick service joint in World Showcase, and we're pleasantly surprised by the food here. Is it as good as Flame Tree Barbecue in Animal Kingdom? We didn't think so, but it's darn close. This spot is a great option for World Showcase travelers looking for something a little more familiar for a quick bite. All right, number 3, we're going to go to Bar Riva, and it's only for one reason, and you know what that reason is, right? If you watch DFB Guide, yes. Okay, let's dive in. Another new hotel option at Riviera Resort. This hotel is beautiful. We were majorly impressed by not only the atmosphere, but the exceptionally high-quality dining options throughout the resort. Now, Bar Riva is open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, and it is the pool bar, believe it or not. It's serving up more than your average pina coladas and bar food, though. This open-air location looks more like a small sit-down restaurant than a casual pool bar, and it's decorated with plenty of colorful Mediterranean-inspired tiles, dark woods, white countertops, clean lighting, looks very fresh, very modern. For eats, you can pick up a freshly battered and fried Monte Cristo sandwich. That's right, that's why we're here, and it's pretty close to the iconic Disneyland version of that Monte Cristo, our favorite. But we also love the mega shareable brie and puff pastry. This is a whole large wheel of brie, melty and gooey on the inside, wrapped in crisp puff pastry, served with plenty of toasted sourdough bread for scooping up all that cheesy gooiness. And the bar is serving up some unique drinks beyond the standard Disney bar menu here. We love the Provence Rose, served up frozen with a mix of rose and vodka with a hint of strawberry. A number of mixed drinks here feature freshly made ingredients like the Amande Grog, which mixes Courvoisier, Cognac, Appleton Estate Reserve Blend Rum, Di Serono Original, honey, lemon, and soda water with a house-made apricot sauce. This had a wonderful flavor and a freshness to it that we weren't expecting. And with a variety of unique to this location drink and food options combined with the open-air European vibe, Bar Riva has quickly become one of our new favorite places to grab a small bite at Disney World. Now, before you complain that it's too far away from the parks, don't forget you can Skyliner over here from Hollywood Studios and Epcot super duper quickly. And if you come from Epcot, you're going to stop at Riviera without even having another stopover. So you're going to come from Epcot, land at Riviera, go out, grab your Monte Cristo, and come back and go right back to Epcot. So it's a super easy escape from the parks. All right, number 2 for us, Topolino's Terrace, also at the Riviera Resort. You're going to find this great option, and it does double duty. Topolino's Terrace, Flavors of the Riviera, sits at the top of the Riviera Resort. This is a single Disney dining plan character meal in the morning with the character-filled breakfast a la art, and as 2 signature dining experience in the evening. And Topolino's delivers really good food, great service, and good quality. For breakfast, guests can choose from a prix-fixe menu of options like the butcher's steak, a hearty quiche gruyere, so good, or the massive croissant au jambon, which is served covered in creamy bechamel. Kids can choose from breakfast options like the cute Mickey waffle dippers, served on a stick, with a cupcake wrapper based to catch drips. Kids are going to enjoy mixing and matching their favorite dipping sauces with their breakfast for sure. And the characters you'll meet here for breakfast include Mickey, Minnie, Daisy, and Donald in art-inspired costumes. They're super cute. For 1 credit on the dining plan, this is a fantastic option for families looking to dine with the characters while still enjoying a quality sit-down meal outside the parks. And don't forget, you can skyline right over here, like I just said, so it's not a crazy trek for you if you're headed to Epcot or Hollywood Studios. For dinner, Topolino's puts its best face forward, serving up those cooked steaks, seafood, and handmade pastas. Appetizers here are very fresh, straightforward, and thoughtfully prepared. The burrata cheese is delicate, freshly made. When you top anything with shaved truffles, we're going to likely fall in love with it, and this was no exception. We were seriously blown away, though, by how good the fresh pastas here were. We tried all 4 varieties on the menu, and we really liked each one, especially the hearty rigatoni with braised chicken sugo and freshly shaved parm. Entrees were substantial and shareable in our experience. We tasted a great veal tomahawk chop served with a delicious side of cheesy, oniony au gratin potatoes. And we had that gorgeous large bowl of cioppino with fresh red snapper, branzino, cockles, mussels, fennel, and a side of epi bread with a great dipping sauce. If you save room for dessert, and you totally should, their desserts may look simple on paper, but they're beautifully executed. We love the profiteroles and the warm Valrhona chocolate cake. The restaurant does feature sweeping views of the surrounding area, meaning if you dine for a later dinner, you'll have the chance to see the fireworks at Hollywood Studios and Epcot from the restaurant, though the view can be a bit limited and music is not piped in. All in all, the service and decent food won us over here, and we had high expectations for Topolino's, but it didn't disappoint. Now, should you choose breakfast or dinner? Well, I personally would choose breakfast. I thought it was a great option for a character breakfast, much less stressful and dramatic than Chef Mickey's. I do still, of course, love Garden Grill. That's my favorite, but this is a close second for me right now. And our number 1 choice, Takumi-tei over in Epcot. You guys, I feel like this restaurant doesn't even belong on a countdown list because it is so exceptional and outside of the norm and what you would expect in a theme park. So let's go over to Epcot. Takumi-tei is Japanese for House of the Artisan. It's the newest dining option to open in the Japan Pavilion, and it is incredible. Higher end, signature location, it's only open for dinner, and it will definitely run you 2 credits on the Disney dining plan. And they're now one of 2 Epcot restaurants to enforce a dress code, the other being Monsieur Paul over in the France Pavilion. But you guys, the fact that this is on the Disney dining plan at all, to me, is crazy. This is basically Victorian Albert's, but make it Japan. Takumi-tei isn't a restaurant you stroll into for a quick bite in the World Showcase. This space is meant to be enjoyed slowly with a long meal, so plan accordingly. Broken up into 5 rooms, focusing on a different element ranging from wood, earth, stone, or washi paper to the fanciest room focusing on water. And that is, of course, their chef's table. This space is reserved for the exclusive chef's table experience, and it can be booked for up to 8 guests. In all of the main dining rooms, guests can choose to order off the menu, which features gorgeous handmade sushi and entrees, or you can select the omakase tasting menu for $130 with a $75 optional beverage pairing. Omakase means I'll leave it up to you, and it is a 7-course menu of chef-selected choices, including a traditional Japanese tea service. If you're a fan of sushi, Takumi-tei will not disappoint. They offer some of the prettiest rolled sushi we've ever seen. We were huge fans of the mosaiku sushi, which was elaborately crafted with tuna, yellowtail, asparagus, tobiko, red shisho rice, and lemongrass ponzu sauce. This is so pretty, and you won't want to eat it, but still do, because, it's really, really good. Main courses here focus on beautifully prepared meats and seafood. Again, everything here comes out looking like a work of art. And there's a huge focus placed on beef dishes as well, made with either Japanese or American Wagyu beef. If you've never had real Japanese Wagyu, by the way, it's basically the best kind of steak you will ever put in your mouth. Takumi-tei offers a few chances to taste this on their menu, like the short rib gyoza, mushrooms, and roasted cipollini onions. Desserts at Takumi-tei are limited but stunning, and on our visit, a deconstructed yuzu cheesecake was available, as well as the gorgeous and frankly kind of weird suriandani, or Japanese water cake. This dessert is essentially a flavorless, colorless blob of watery gel surrounded by brown sugar syrup, sweet soybean crumble, and rose petals. I'm sorry I'm being so strange culturally, but we just didn't get it. The flavor does come from the accompaniment, and this dessert is mega pretty to look at, but tastes like water. The service and attention to detail at takumi-tei, though, set it apart for us. Everything is so well crafted and care is put into everything from pouring your soy sauce to how your napkins are folded at your table. It's an experience to eat here. And when our reporter went back for the second time, all of the servers and the manager remembered her and came over to welcome her back. It was amazing. So the restaurant definitely isn't for everyone. It's fine dining to the extreme, and the menu is a little exotic and pricier than many Disney World restaurants. However, this is one of the most exceptional meals we've had in Disney World, and we've had it twice, and it's been exceptional both times. So if you're a fan of high-end Japanese cuisine, this one is a must-do. Now, what about all those spots coming soon? We're still keeping an eye on Space 220. I know you guys want to know all about it. We're so close to eating in space, we can practically taste it. While we were hoping this spot would open sooner, wouldn't it have been cool if they opened Space 220 on February 20th? We should be hearing any day now information about the menu and opening window for this newest restaurant coming to Epcot's Future World. The excitement for this one is real, you guys. We get comments practically every day from readers wanting to know when it's going to open. We're just as eager as you are. Space 220 promises a unique elevator entrance that will launch guests 220 miles above the Earth to the Centauri space station, where they'll dine overlooking the Earth below. Sounds pretty cool. We're super curious to see what a spinning wall of produce looks like. It's giving us Major Horizons vibes just thinking about it. And we don't know really anything about what we can expect on the menu yet. We know it'll be international or American. They've said both. So a diverse wine list has been promised, though, so we're going to let you know as soon as we know more. Roundup Rodeo Barbecue is coming this year. Who at Disney decided barbecue is the next hot thing? It feels like we're getting barbecue joints popping up everywhere in Disney World recently. Rodeo Roundup is set to open sometime in 2020 in Toy Story Land in Hollywood Studios. Anyone else keep wanting to call this Woody's Roundup Barbecue like we do? Hollywood Studios could use another table service restaurant, and with heavy Toy Story theming, we think this spot will be a hit with families. The restaurant looks like it'll be designed very much in keeping with the Toy Story Land theming of oversized toys and props around the restaurant. Not much is known about the menu yet, but we'll expect to see some barbecue favorites similar to what we tried over at Regal Eagle. And the Creperie, this new addition to the France Pavilion, will be opening this summer along with Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. While you could always get crepes in this pavilion, we'll now have a new location that offers both counter and table service options, helmed by the amazing chefs at the France Pavilion. Of course, Jerome Bocuse is in charge of all of them. We don't have many menu details yet, but we do know that the restaurant will highlight cuisine from the Brittany region of France. We'll be able to snack on both savory and sweet crepes, and we do know that they're going to serve hard ciders because we saw an Instagram post about them testing them. So that's all we've got. That's all the information we know. And I hope this has been helpful for you guys in terms of planning your upcoming trips, knowing how these brand new restaurants rank the ones we've eaten at already, and a little bit more detail on the ones that are coming soon. Thank you guys for listening, and thanks for watching. If you're considering heading to Disney World and you're wondering what you're going to eat, because there are over 200 restaurants, don't forget to head over to dfbstore.com. Pick up our guidebooks, you guys. We have all the information you need. We have so many details. We've got discounts. We've got dining plan breakdowns. Is it right for you? Is it not right for you? We've got suggestions and recommendations. It is so much information. So if you're interested in getting your dining planned quickly, easily, and making sure you eat at all the best places, go pick up those guidebooks at dfbstore.com. And don't forget to use code YouTube to get a discount. Thanks for listening, you guys. Thanks for watching. I can't wait to hear what you guys think about these restaurants as well. Let us know your rankings in the comments. This is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.